What creates strange geometric rock formations? Imagine walking through a landscape where rocks seem to have been shaped by an artist with an obsession for perfect shapes. You might see towering hexagonal columns or sharp, angular spires that look almost too precise to be natural. These formations are real, and they tell stories of Earth's long and strange history. So, how does nature create these bizarre geometric shapes? The answer involves a mix of physics, chemistry, and time working together in ways that can seem almost magical. Let's start with the famous basalt columns, like those at the Giant's Causeway in Ireland or the Devil's Postpel in California. These rocks form when thick lava flows out of volcanoes and cool down. As the lava cools, it shrinks, and the stress causes it to crack. These cracks usually form in a pattern that results in mostly hexagonal shapes, but sometimes they can be four-sided or five-sided. The even cooling and contraction lead to these neat, uniform columns. Scientists have even recreated this process in labs by melting basalt and then cooling it slowly, watching the molten rock split into perfect geometric shapes. It's like watching nature do a giant, slow-scale puzzle. But not all strange formations come from volcanoes. Take the pinnacles in Australia. These are limestone pillars that started as tiny seashells on an ancient ocean floor. Over millions of years, the sea retreated, and wind and rain slowly eroded the softer rock. What's left behind are sharp, jagged spikes that look like they belong on another planet. The process is slow but steady, and the result is a landscape full of tall, thin spires. Then there's the stone forest in China. Here, water has dissolved the limestone over countless years, carving out sharp peaks and deep valleys. This process is called erosion, and it's mainly caused by water seeping into cracks and dissolving the rock. The water carries away bits of limestone, leaving behind these striking, pointed formations that look like petrified trees frozen in stone. Sometimes, the weirdest shapes are made by forces that seem even stranger. For example, Skjærgårdbakken in Norway is a massive boulder wedged between two cliffs. It was placed there by glaciers during the last ice age. The glacier moved and pushed the boulder into position, and it's been sitting there ever since. It looks like it defies gravity, but it's just physics and time working together over thousands of years. Even the colors and patterns on rocks can be strange. The painted cliffs in Tasmania have stripes of red, orange, and yellow. These colors come from water filtering through sandstone and leaving behind iron oxides, which are natural rust-like minerals. It's like nature's own tie-dye, creating vibrant stripes that change with the light and weather. So, what's the main idea? These formations are nature's experiments, running on a planetary scale. They show how simple processes like cooling, cracking, dissolving, and eroding can produce complex and beautiful shapes. If you want to try your own experiment, you could melt different materials and see how they crack or shape themselves as they cool. Or you could simulate erosion with sand and water to see what shapes emerge. While you might not get a Giant's Causeway in your backyard, you'll see the same basic rules at work. In the end, these strange geometric rocks reminded us that Earth is like a giant, slow-moving laboratory. The results are unpredictable, sometimes weird, but always fascinating. They show us that even simple natural rules can create astonishing and intricate patterns that seem almost designed. Whether you're a scientist, a traveler, or just someone who loves a good mystery, these formations are a perfect example of Earth's quiet, ongoing experiments.